Lawyers, has the opposing counsel ever won the case for you? My sister was getting divorced from her abusive husband who had been hiding assets for months. He claimed he was broke and could only afford $200.00 a month in alimony, despite owning multiple properties and a successful construction business that we knew was pulling in serious money. The guy was a master manipulator who had spent 2 years preparing for this divorce. He'd moved all his money offshore through shell companies, put properties in his brother's name, and even had his employees paid in cash, so there was no paper trail. He'd also been living in a tiny apartment while secretly maintaining his luxury lifestyle through business expenses. A lawyer spent thousands trying to trace his assets, but this man had covered his tracks like a professional criminal with an army of accountants. During depositions, he'd shown up in the same torn clothes every time, drove a beat-up truck that was actually registered to his business, and even brought grocery receipts showing he was buying generic brands. He had coached his employees to lie about the company's income, created fake invoices for non-existent expenses, and had been funneling money through his construction projects for months. The guy even had fake utility bills printed to show he was struggling to pay basic expenses. On the day of the final hearing, he showed up in torn jeans and a ratty t-shirt, playing the poor, struggling contractor act perfectly. He even brought fake bank statements showing a balance of $347.00 and a stack of unpaid bills that were actually already settled through his business accounts. The judge was clearly buying his performance, nodding sympathetically as he described eating ramen noodles and sleeping on his brother's couch. Then his hotshot lawyer, who was charging $500.00 an hour, stood up and said, "Your Honor, my client has been completely transparent about his financial situation. In fact, he's been so broke that he's had to borrow money just to survive. He even had to take out a $50,000.00 loan last month just to keep his business afloat and pay his basic living expenses." The judge nodded sympathetically and asked, "And where did this loan come from?" His lawyer, trying to paint an even more desperate picture, replied, "From his business account, Your Honor. He had to drain his company's emergency fund, which shows just how dire his personal situation has become. He's essentially borrowing from his own failing business." My sister's lawyer immediately perked up. "I'm sorry, could you repeat that?" He took a $50,000.00 loan from his own business account? The opposing counsel, not realizing the trap he just walked into, doubled down confidently. "Yes, that's correct. The business account that he's been forced to deplete because of these proceedings. It shows the desperate lengths he's gone to." My sister's lawyer smiled. "Your Honor, the defendant just admitted under oath that he has access to business accounts with at least $50,000.00. This directly contradicts his sworn financial affidavit where he claimed to have no business assets or accounts." The judge's expression changed instantly. "Counselor, are you telling me your client committed perjury in his financial disclosure?" The husband went white as a sheet, and his lawyer realized he just destroyed his own case. The judge ordered an immediate asset investigation, froze all accounts, and awarded my sister temporary alimony of $3,000.00 a month, pending the full discovery. His own lawyer had just handed us the smoking gun we've been searching for all along.